Hello everyone and welcome back to the sportiest stream. It's nice to see you all here tonight. We've got more from the Surge Cup of the Rocket League Splash Series. This is Season 5 and we've got another undefeated team playing here. DefCloud Esports Quirksters. They take on a pretty strong underdog side in HSG Uprising. Let's take a look at that playoff bracket here. My name's SportyFC. Nice to see you here tonight. What a playoff bracket it has been though. We saw Hank's team not found win only yesterday, and during that time as well, next to groups also played yesterday, won their match over Honda's Collision. They'll be playing the winner of this match here tonight, DefCloud Esports Quirksters and HSG Uprising. So, again, I think you'll find that match quite exciting, as I think a lot of people will, because it's another undefeated side who had a pretty good playoff start for what went over Katana for HSG Uprising, their win over the Central Warriors, but it was not an easy bout, going to 6 games, and you're going to need to beat teams much tougher than Central Warriors. Make it further in this bracket, but these teams in the season, I already mentioned undefeated is DefCloud Esports Quirksters, but for opponents here, HSG Uprising, ending their season 5-2, the same record we had for Vinny Sapphire, again, who lost to Hornets team not found only yesterday. They took them to 6 games, so again, we could definitely see some interesting tough matches, and these higher level teams were already getting the sense that a lot of them are uncomfortable because they have to play much tougher competition this week than the last one. So the pressure's on them here. You play well. Have to see how this goes for them. For now, again, let's actually get those match lobby info to these players before I forget about it. While we're doing that, I'm also going to show you guys those lineups. I believe we've seen both these teams this season, but very different roster here for HSG Uprising. They've added players. Nick, Anna McClure has been added. Feisty Taquito, yes, the caster Feisty Taquito has also been added, so we might see one of those two, especially Anna McClure. That dude's solid. He is a very good player. He's been in this league for a while. I think he's been on HSG or Eddie Scarf Gang for quite a while. For DefCloud, they haven't had to make any changes. I mean, a perfect team, so I make any adjustments to that. And for them, their season has been absolutely perfect, but it being single elimination, that can end very, very quickly. And so you need to pay attention to that pressure, especially with it being a best of 7. You do have time, and they do have tactical timeouts, but that can only take you so far. We'll get the prediction poll up for you all. There you go. What do you think will win? Do you go with the favorites in DefCloud Esports Quirksters and see another undefeated team win on this stream? Or do you go with HSG Uprising for the upset? That would probably mark a huge shift in this bracket. I mean, HSG Uprising, not a bad team by any means, but the chances of them winning this matchup are quite low. It's expected again that DefCloud Esports Quirksters and our team outfound would be the ones in the finals with how they've been going. Again, the only team that's been able to best them in the big season was Onyx Team Not Found, and just due to the fact that they're in different groups, and Onyx Team Not Found had a slightly better game differential. I really do mean it was not by much. Game differential of 19-18. 18 for DefCloud, 19 for Team Not Found. That's why Team Not Found's #1 seed, and that's why DefCloud is #2, but seeding in that sense doesn't really matter if you're just comparing game differential, because that relies so heavily on the strength of schedule. It's not really going to define these teams. The only way to really define them is if they play each other, and very likely we might be seeing that coming to the grand finals here on this stream. But for now, not on this stream. The grand finals on, who is it on? It's on Taquito's stream. Yeah, it's on Taquito's stream. The grand finals. So again, he's also the one who's playing on HSG. What an interesting thing here for him to stream the finals with his own team playing in it. Don't worry too much about that. We'll see if HSG even makes it there. I don't want to call it here and curse them, but as I already have, in a sense, is put these guys in the lobby. Here's you can again. Thank you so much for joining the Rocket League Splash Series Season 5, sponsored by GamersOn.tv, New Sport Entertainment, Latin 7 Gaming, Hetty Scarf Gang, purchase and resell, and claim to fame. SportyFC. So again, hopefully you guys are happy to join in for probably one of the veterans here in the Rocket League Splash Series. I've been here since Season 1, so to see the competition continue to improve every single season, to see these storylines continue to improve, it really shows you just how good these players have to be to make it this far. And we're gonna see just how good they are tonight, because it's only gonna get tougher. These players as the bracket gets on, especially for DefCloud. They have their regular season again, 7-0, perfect. No questions about how good these guys are, but the best team in their group, 100% Collision, is out. The team after that, Affinity Sapphire, is out. Central Warriors, the team after that, out. They're the only one left out of their group. And, yeah, there's questions on whether or not maybe their group was an easy group. As DMing you, okay, I can do that for you, Quest. Now I DM'd Nick, but maybe he's not responding. Let me go get you, Quest. I'll get you the match lobby info. You're messaging me. Where is it? Where are you guys? I'm gonna find you guys here. There you are. Let me go message you, Quest. Be in this list somewhere, right? I'll message you, Quest. Don't worry. Give me. Oh, there you are. Thank you, Quest, for messaging me instead. Quest doesn't trust me, so go message me. There you go, Quest. I got you the match lobby info. So now you can join on in to this best of 7 series. Both these teams with tactical timeouts. We'll see if these teams do utilize them. Again, you get one for every match you play in the playoffs, so you might as well use it. We'll see how these teams play. We'll see how they do. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a good amount of those being utilized in this bracket. It's quite a tough situation as our master for HSG here already showing up. Quest, Anima Killer, and a feisty Taquito. Out of DefCloud, Esports, Quirksters. I feel likely it's gonna be Yogan, Siegel, Fafiki, but we'll see if that is. They have they have 4 players on that roster, so. As again, Taquito coming in saying, Ripsy being on this side of the stream. Yeah, Taquito, you're not the first caster I've seen on the stream. I've had many different casters on the stream. The first one I could think of was Blue Sabers. He's been on the stream relatively recently. Back for OUG in the 2v2 circuit for the last season of the Skyward series. We've had Ruby on the stream quite a lot. He's a caster now. Panda has been on the stream. She's a caster. Had a ton of casters on this stream, now that I think about it. And in fact, I've been on Taquito's stream a couple times. He's a great caster. If you guys don't know Feisty Taquito, go search support Twitch. A Feisty Taquito. That O being a 0. AFIESTY TAQUIT 0. Go show support to him. Great caster. Amazing guy. He's worked with super high level stuff. If you think I'm accomplished, dude's done a lot more than I have. So go show support to Taquito. Great person. As we'll get this match underway in just a minute or two. Sorry about the delays. We're hoping to get DefCloud Esports Quirksters on this stream. I've messaged Jogan already, so hopefully that won't be an issue. Again, we'll wait 15 minutes for them to join. They might be just doing some warm-ups. I'm expecting them to just do some warm-ups. That might be why they're late. I know he messaged me earlier about this match, so in theory they should be good to go, but we'll see about that. A little bit of in a time crunch here, so hopefully this won't be hopefully this stream won't go on for too long. As oh, hello Dacry, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yes, I am back. I'm back from my vacation. Was off in Peru. Got to enjoy the Amazon and the Incan temples. It was a beautiful place. But now we're back, and it's time for Rocket League. And Dacry, I know Incorrect White's still in the Kyohaku series. How are you guys doing over there? I haven't seen you guys. I know you're in the playoffs, so hopefully Kyohaku's doing well. But would love to stream some of your matches for that, if possible. You're in semis against Dream Station. Oh, it's a rematch from week 1. I got this. That I didn't get to see. Want to stream that one once we got a time? Yeah, so long as it doesn't conflict with any of the other matches I have so far. My schedule's pretty booked up, but you guys can't see that. My schedule is linked on my Linktree, which is linked on my Twitter or X account. So there you go. Let's set up. You were finding good times. I know for a fact Thursday would be a perfect day for me to stream stuff. But there are a lot of days that are open. I do 10 on Friday. That would be a little sketchy. I could do 10 on Friday, so long as you're okay with it. As long as both teams are okay with it being a bit delayed and actually being 10:15. I could do that. I could do like 10:15 on Friday. So yeah, you talk with Dream Station. I know Volk. He's a relatively easygoing person to work with, so talk with him about that. I am booked on Friday for 9. It's a best of 7. It's actually the semifinals of the Surge Cup for the Rocket League Splash Series, so it could potentially go past 10, and especially with technical timeouts, I'm expecting it to go past 10 p.m., so definitely if you can make it like 10:15, or actually perfect would be 10:30, I can do it easily. I could do like a 10:30 man. So definitely good. People rarely do I have people book me on like this, but because of their players. Yeah, I get that. It can be tough. You have a high schooler? Yeah, isn't it Ionic, right? He's in high school. He needs his EPs. Well, it's Friday. You don't need to sleep. Coming from me, a senior in high school, you don't need to sleep on Friday. I promise you. Oh, Geo. Sorry, not Ionic. Ionic's not high schooler. Geo is. Yeah. Geo's young, my goodness. Doing trials this week? Yeah, good luck on that. There, Dacry. And you, yeah, I know you're working with Waffle right now, so. He's your 15-year-old go. I know, he's 15. He's younger than I am by, like, a good 3 years. I don't like that. He's way better than I am. Sorry, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Rocket League Splash Series. I'm sorry, Dacry. I got distracted. We have a match to do here. I think we should just get right into this thing. The semi-finals up ahead for one of these two teams. F-Cloud Esports Quirksters have not lost yet this season. Eddie Scarf Gang, Uprising, one of the sponsors for the Rocket League Splash Series. An org that's been here since Season 1 and really only is in this league. This is their chance to make quite the upset here in the playoff bracket, and already off to a great start off the kickoff here in Game 1. A feisty Taquito with 2 seconds in, and he's gone for the slow kickoff, and he's completely fooled Yogan with it. What a start for HSG Uprising in to make an upset. But you gotta start off strong, and that's one way to do it. As a response from Rafiki, already another one off the kickoff. These teams not holding back. We saw a goal 2 seconds in, and only 5 seconds after that, we've got the follow-up from HSG, from DefCloud Esports. A 1-1 fight-up game, and while we're doing this, I should also say, guys, big announcement coming soon. You guys know a good couple tournaments I'm probably working in. I got another one coming up this weekend, actually. This weekend and 2 weeks as well. Same tournament, big tournament. I'll be working with a very special person this weekend for a tournament. It's a massive tournament, and it has a huge prize pool. I'll update you guys on that on X probably tomorrow. I'm sure some of you can probably already guess what tournament that is. Here is DefCloud, Yogan, going again, Say by Quest, off the crossbar, and HSG somehow keep that one out. I'm thoroughly impressed with the pace that they're bringing here, the ferocity to display, but they are out of position, and they need to get back again. Anima Killer, no boost left. DefCloud Quirksters looking to push up further. Yogan, shot, top left corner, and it's DefCloud Quirksters who take the lead by 1. It has been a frenetic start to this series. It feels like things are only getting more chaotic as the defense of HSG unravels quickly. They put up a great start, but you're realizing, just like how Eneric's team not found may have had their slow starts, DefCloud Quirksters, they've had theirs, but it feels like that's all over. The jitters are gone, and against the must-tougher team here in HSG Uprising, DefCloud is not flinching. Yogan, in the midfield. Anima Killer will keep that one away as Wavy jumping through, but here comes Anima Killer, known to be one of the strongest shooters in this season. That's why he is immediately becoming a target for DefCloud on that field, or rather, he's targeting the players not to get demoed away, as here he goes again. Anima Killer, double tap, couldn't put it on target, and that's why he's such a scary player to deal with. As I mentioned, one of the best shooters here in the Surge Cup. The reason why this guy is still at the top of his game after being in this league for multiple seasons. I don't believe he's ever won a championship for HSG. I don't know if HSG as an org has ever won a championship here in the Rocket League Splash Series. I don't believe they have, and Anima Killer, again, who's been on this org for such a long time, how good it would feel for a player as storied as him, as knowledgeable as him to get that win. HSG Uprising, that of Death Cloud Quirksters first. No easy feat. Anima Killer, long touch. Yogan can't reach that one. Anima Killer again will be challenged, and oh my goodness, he's found that one. How on earth did Anima Killer get that? Yogan going for the clear, and he got absolutely posterized. Anima Killer with no respect for the Quirksters backline. And it's Eddie's Scarf Gang who once again find a way through in unlikely circumstances. But somehow they're staying in this thing. And usually I'd say it's quite unlikely for a team to find these goals. But man, I can't think it's that unlikely for HSG. The problem still is that defensive coordination just isn't there, and that's a huge mistake not to make. As Rafiki, an easy touch-in shot. And it's a lead for Quirksters again. HSG, Quest. Second touch off the corner. Anima Killer to take it off the crossbar. HSG Uprising moving closer and closer into that net. And for Death Cloud, as I said, it's so tough to get used to this much stronger competition in this bracket. That first round for them was meant to be a cakewalk. This is not so much of that. Still, they take the lead by 2 goals now. As again, Anima Killer with a whiff there, and it's unfortunate the backline here for Feist Taquito, but he's left in no man's land. Not much you can do to adjust to that play. For HSG Uprising, while there is still time left, feels like this game is slipping away from them. Wavy hasn't had to do much this game. Not with Rafiki and Yogan leading the offense. He hasn't had to worry, he's just been sitting back, he's been playing a much more grounded style. For good reason, when you have Rafiki and Yogan who can both do things in the air that really do defy expectations. It's good to have that third player not to play that same way, to sit back a little further. Death Cloud, though, want one more, and they're up on offense for it. Again, this team has just been so heavy on the offense upfield. As an infield touch, Yogan stops right there. And my goodness, Death Cloud have been, incredible on offense. Their defense has had its issues, but I think only letting in 2 goals with it still shows that even if they're not playing their best, these guys are still formidable at the very least. It is Death Cloud who, once again, just show why they are at this top level. For HSG, they may even get one more goal. They won't, but they almost did. It will just fall to the floor. As that will end game 1, and we got a little raid coming in from Juicyberg. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Juicyberg. How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, Burger's coming in. Say hello. Hope you're doing well, Juicyberg. We're with Death Cloud Quirksters, currently taking on Eddie's Scarf Gang Uprising here in the Surge Cup quarterfinals. It's Death Cloud who again brought that scary start that we know this team can do. Started a little slow with their kickoffs, but we'll see how things go. Going into game number 2. Going to game 2, Def Cloud looking to extend their series scoreline. And really, what to do here would be just to continue that kind of offense. And again, what we've seen from Yogan and from Rafiki. Both these guys love to be in the air, love to just go upfield for offense. No surprise that these guys are such a killer duo in this league. They've just got such great chemistry, and with Wavy kind of backing them up, again, keeping things grounded. It just works to make a well-rounded roster that has such a scary offense that even if their defense may not be the strongest in the league, it doesn't have to be when you score this many goals a game. Still though, HSG Uprising have proven they definitely can dice this team up upfield, and they're doing it so right now, but with that block. As here's a chance up the post. Yogan almost made it there. As a pinch, Anima Killer. Stopped by Rafiki. Yogan send it away. It is just going to be HSG who continue to show that they have some pretty solid ball control. For a roster again that has not been able to really take control of these games. They have control of a lot of the possession, and you know, with that, they can definitely create offense. I could definitely see this being a winning formula for HSG. They just need to find a little extra, a little bit more energy, I think, into winning these games, because Def Cloud and Quirksters, you can sense the energy that this team has when they play together. I mean, it's just there. This team always seems hyped, always seems excited. And for HSG, we just don't have that same energy. Most teams don't have that same energy. As all the time, if I can jump it in, and I have a little question for you. Has HSG ever won the Rocket League Splash Series before? I don't believe they have. I know they made it to the finals in Season 1, but I don't think they've ever been able to make it since in any divisions, as Def Cloud Quirksters look to prevent that here in the Surge Cup. With that first goal here in Game 2. We'll definitely take more of a look at how HSG are going to respond to this. Because as we see again, that Quirksters offense, always solid, always good, and never flinches. And really, that's the scary part about Def Cloud. They just don't take no. They always want to send people upfield, go for offense. They aren't worried about taking risks, and you know, unlike what we saw from Team Not Found recently, it's not a risk that's, you know, without thoughts. They definitely know when to rotate back and when to find each other. It's, again, what makes them such a well-rounded team. I think for overall, they have more consistent than Team Not Found do, and we're just seeing that here over and over. Great pass there to Wavian. There's not much I can really say about this match. It's just Def Cloud Esports Quirksters are just the better team right now, and HSG Uprising have shown us nothing to make me think otherwise. Now, that is, the series has gone so far. Game 2, Def Cloud, currently with the shutout. Last game, their defense didn't have its best performance. This game has been a little different. And it's only made things worse for HSG. I would be very surprised if they don't use their tactical timeout after this game. They have it in store, and these are the kind of games where you really could really think to use them. And when the momentum's completely against you, at the very least, just stopping that make a huge difference. Now we're getting an update from Tommy that HSG has never won in any of the leagues for the Rocket League Splash Series, and well, we'll see how things change here, but it really feels like it may be this season as well. Oh, Season 3, they did make finals? Good to hear. So Season 3, they did make the Grand Finals again. So, again, HSG have never been able to win. They've been in this league for such a long time, and in order not to win, quite surprising. especially with them being one of those orgs that everybody knows about in this league. And again, for HSG Uprising, they want to see if they can be that first. Specifically, Anima Killer, I think. You know, again, he's been here for a while. Quest has been here for a while as well. He hasn't had nearly the same history, I think, as Anima Killer has. He's not been nearly as recognizable. But he's been here, I think, just as long as him. We'll see just how things unfold. As Tommy asking, have you seen the next new match on Anthony from Anthony on YouTube? I have. If you guys want to check out, go check out the Buckley Splash Series YouTube. They've got a lot of matches. My stream has a YouTube as well. Exclamation point YouTube in chat. You'll be seeing matches like this one. Like this will be posted on my YouTube right after this. So I'll get this, and you never know. We might see some insane matchups. Might have to post some of my better matchups here, as we are getting a call from on that Rocket League Splashers YouTube, as we are getting a call from Taquito. Tactical timeout is given. We're gonna have 2 minutes in between these games to sort out everything, for good reason as well. They've again had a tough go at it. I'm not surprised to see them call it, especially after 2 losses. I'm sure Taquito's seen his fair share of RLCS, and they're also making a sub here. Minty coming in for, I think, one of the HSG players. We'll see which one it is specifically. And no surprise here to see them call that tactical timeout. Now, 1 minute gone. I have 1 more minute to talk things out. And again, this is where teams make adjustments, make calls, make changes. Taquito, pretty smart guy. So, well, again, he's a caster, so he knows how things like this work. And he knows that after how bad the last game was for them, they desperately need to change things around. This will be the time to do it here. We'll see what he's talking with his team about. I think more so just to stop HSG's momentum. More than anything with this timeout. I don't think it's going to be as tactical as they think it will be. As I think some might think it will be. I think it's more just for them to reset, to regroup, to get that energy back, to get that spirits up high, and stop HSG. Because in his Garf Gang last game, looked dominant. And I think if Def Club Quirksters didn't take that timeout, they were probably going to be beaten in this series quite badly. Time now has ticked down. F Cloud Quirksters didn't use that timeout as his HSG's timeout, and have utilized it wisely to shut things down. As I just noticed, we're actually in the wrong map here for Game 3. I'm in Utopia. We're actually going to then flip Utopia and DFH then. DFH will be Game 4 for us, but Utopia here for Game number 3, and F Cloud Quirksters again having to wait that whole minute. See how things work, but again, a slight change up here for Def Cloud as well, bringing in, sorry, for HSG as well, bringing in Minty for Feisty Taquito. Overall, Taquito, yeah, he was a relatively defensive player in their matches, so I'm not too surprised to see them probably go for a more offensive strategy. Now, that changes things again. I expect to see maybe more goals from HSG this game, but overall, it's still going to be tough, but they're trying to fight fire here, and it's not a bad strategy, especially since the old one had no chance of working. They just were getting outplayed and outmatched, and they continue to do so here in Game 3. Not even a minute in, and already it's Def Club Quirksters who have proven that even with that extra minute in between games, they're still just as confident. And that's the scary thing. Again, this is a confident team, and you're seeing it on the field. We've seen this team on the stream before. We know how confident these guys are and have always been, and they just continue to show that day in and day out. And HSG Uprising only getting more nervous, I think, and so am I for HSG's chances. in this series because things have not looked pretty. As another chance on Quest just gets enough off it. He was expecting that redirect from Yogan, and he had to position himself in a way where he could prepare for that and the fake if it ever came, which eventually it did. Able to get that touch, but man, it was only just barely. And it's DefCloud who only had a 1-goal lead, are already showing signs and strides to make it 2. Anima Killer in front. Quest will hit this one wide. It will go off the back wall. Wavy with a long touch. Minty will get back to it. HSG Uprising continuing to have to sit back on their own back wall consistently here. That defensive strategy just is not working. As another shot on, Yogan will go off the crossbar and down. And that lead is doubled here. DefCloud, Quirksters. A whole different level right now, and nobody has cracked the code of how to break this team. Not yet this season. They stay undefeated for now, and what a dominant performance it's been. It's almost another goal in. That one off the crossbar and out. It's DefCloud who continue to pepper this net. Shot after shot. Play after play. And as I said, just feels like it's a determination from DefCloud that sets them apart from so many other rosters. I mean, this game is all mental. You're seeing them utilize that. They just have such a confident mentality. It feels like nothing can stand between them. HSG floundering on defense. Not the first team to, and I don't think they'll be the last one to do it here this season against DefCloud Esports Quirksters. As another goal, Wavy. I don't know what to say anymore. You blink and you miss it kind of thing. These guys, I don't know what to say about these guys. They've just been solid. It's DefCloud Esports Quirksters with yet another game to go in their favor, to work for them. With 2 minutes left, it feels like already this game may have been decided as Wavy with another shot. Beautifully placed. HSG had no one between him and the nets, and wow, this is a game that's really gotten out of hand. I thought the last game was pretty bad, and they took that time out, and it feels like it's done nothing. It just made DefCloud Esports Quirksters want it even more. I know so many people out there predicting our team found to win this championship. DefCloud Quirksters are actually probably the better team here in this season. They've been a lot more dominant in their games. They've been a lot more aggressive, and they have a strategy that generally doesn't make mistakes. And a team that found side that looked a bit shaky when we saw them last. DefCloud Quirksters have not shown any such difference. And for DefCloud Quirksters, you know, with how confident they are, I'm sure they really do want that, you know, want to be the best team in this league, and they really want to prove that that second overall seed behind our next team that found really isn't telling. I think this game really should convince a lot of people. They're the better team, at least from the 2 matches we saw. They're the better team right now. And by a decent margin as well. And so often we talk about these front runners in the league, and so often it's usually quite contested between a couple different teams. But this season specifically, it has really not been. In Surge, it's the Quirksters, and Tsunami, we've seen Affinity Reborn do their run. In the Cyclone Cup, it's Lotus 8. The only league that's actually stayed close, and I think has always been pretty close, is Riptide Cup. But yeah, this season has been a season of dominant performances, although HSG will get one back late on here. It's Minty coming in as that sub. It will just be a great dunk to go on through. You're asking, who do these guys play in the semifinals? Let me check for you. They play Kooks, the next new Kooks. There you go, I checked for you guys. There's another goal. Anima Killer, wait a second. HSG might be coming back in this game. As a whiff from Wavians. Hey, wait a second. HSG, I don't think we can call them out just yet. I was calling them out. And they might be making me eat my words here. There's another play going right after kickoff. They've won a lot of these kickoffs recently, and they're going to go again. Anima Killer, the 50, Yogan will stand between. As time ticks down, they really need to score that chance for HSG. They won't have the opportunity. And as time ticks down, Death Cloud Quirksters, even with the tactical timeout used against them, have only gotten stronger. One game away from moving to semifinals to play next to New Kooks. A chance in the grand finals to play against their next team not found most likely, but I know that's the team that they want to play. Not say for sure. Yeah, how this game continues as we'll go into game 4 again, as I reminded you. I accidentally went to Utopia for this game. We're actually going to flip to DFH Stadium here for game number 4. We're going to use all the standard maps of the RLCS rotation. HSG Uprising, they don't have that timeout anymore. They can use the whole minute in between games, but that's about it. Going to game number 4. It's Death Cloud Quirksters, who far and away are just the better team right now. People's that still making fun of me for calling team not found brainless. That's when they don't play well, they're brainless. I promise you. When they play well, they are very smart. They are a very smart team. I did not say that they're brainless by default. Let me just say it like that. Going to game number 4, you guys are insane in chat, as now we got Death Cloud Esports Quirksters one game away from sweeping HSG Uprising here. All he needs a few more goals, a few more chances. We could be seeing these guys through the semifinals in quite a quick results. Against Keitana, they went 4-1 around the 16. I mean, but that match was expected for them to dominate pretty heavily, and they did against HSG. This is a team they were not expected to beat this easily, and my goodness. Again, the names of the players on HSG. This is no easy team. Again, they ended the season 5-2 for a reason. Players like Anima Killer and Quest, and leading this team. I find it so surprising that they just don't have any say in this series. There's a great touch there, a little beat from Wavy, and it's Rafiki who lights in front, and it's Death Cloud who just continue what they've started. Esports getting Uprising. A 5-minute game to see if they can turn the entirety of the series around. No easy feat, and in fact, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it because Death Cloud are already on offense, and they're already continuing their play. Yogan, Wavy, Yogan waiting ahead, and he'll look for the flick in front. Quest's been bumped. Rafiki won't jump to it. He didn't know if there was a teammate behind him. Didn't take the risk. It's those kind of decisions that can really define these top-level teams, knowing when to play up and when not to, because the chances will come. It just depends if you take the risks or not. And the Death Cloud Quirksters aren't playing too greedy. And you're seeing it pay off so beautifully with these open nets. It's Peak jumping in. Hello, Peak. Yeah, teammate of Yogan and Wavy in the past. Hopefully, you're doing well, Peak. I know, I fell back to Zero Gravity, the first org I ever played on. I don't even think that org is around anymore, so my goodness, what a throwback it is. If you guys didn't know, Peak actually used to be my coach. Right now, Peak, I think you'll be pretty happy to see that your teammates right now are doing pretty well. They look like they might be sweeping HSG Uprising here in the quarterfinals. With a few minutes to go, they're up by 2. And I've only gotten better every single game, and for HSG, yeah, I had a tactical timeout, used it after game 2, but it made no difference. Just look at this from Death Cloud, another chance on! Anima Killer will get to it! Nearly a third, a chance there for Rafiki. And that's also going to be thrown away. Death Cloud, who continue to just shoot this one at the net. Shot after shot, and what's so good about these shots is that they have been just so solid. Rafiki, Minty, the flick in front. Wavy will clear it away. Rest will hit it to the back wall. Anima Killer beats him, and HSG Uprising have got to go back. What a shot that is. He just beats the last defender. Speed means everything. As Anima Killer again, another goal is... Man, I am having bad timing when it comes to taking drinks of water. That was just a great bump there on Wavy, and I apologize, man. I missed that goal completely. Too busy looking to get that drink. HSG Uprising, though, have answered back. It's 2-2. That comeback looks to be more and more possible. Anima Killer, one-man army, looking for another one, but he saved his own shot off the crossbar. HSG, off of Anima Killer, another chance. This one floating. Quest has got it, and Eddie's Scarf Gang have taken the lead. A 3-goal turnaround. It's Eddie's Scarf Gang for the win. But don't say anything yet. 2 minutes, 12 seconds to go. If any team has something to say about it, it's Deathcloud Quirksters. Eddie Scarf Gang, continuing. Anima Killer, double tap, drop down, couldn't put it on the crossbar, and Quest won't get the follow-up. Now a 2v1, Yogan and Wavy. Minty left, the flick, saved by Minty, as he'll stand in the way. What a scary situation that's gotta be. See, 2 players barreling in on you, knowing a shot's sure to come. Another chance. Wavy gets it behind the last defender. And it's Wavy to take things back. Deathcloud Quirksters, not without a say in this game. They always bounce back, Deathcloud. The offense, they don't get broken by anything. Best thing to do is just to deal with the fact they're going to score goals against you. And for HSG, again, trying this offense stuff, trying to just score more than them. No easy feat, but strategy, I think that actually might work more than the defensive side. It's not going to be without them having to score a ton on offense. They're really having to rely on Anima Killer to be able to create these plays himself. Still, he's only one player, and one player can only do so much here against a team like the Quirksters. Speaking of them, on offense here, but Anima Killer takes it away. Second touch will go off the back wall. Rafiki's missed. Quest, chance, can't put it on target, but Minty to do so. Rafiki's stood and tall. A backflip on the goal line, but he'll get enough of it. And it's Deathcloud Quirksters who keep it tied. HSG again, though. Quest can't reach it. Minty off the crossbar. Rafiki will just send it long and get HSG all the way back to defense. In the midfield now, it's Minty. Can't get this one, but he does leave it for Anima Killer. And he will look for the dunk. Won't need it though. This net was open, but Wavy will stand through it, everything, and he'll keep it out to keep his team going, to look for that sweep for Deathcloud Quirksters. Yogan. Anima Killer. Up is Minty. Rafiki with a long booming touch, but it only goes as far as Quest. 10 seconds left. HSG looking for one more chance to take this game in the final dying seconds. Here they go to the net. Yogan won't give it to them. And we got overtime for the first time in this series. If Deathcloud score next, they win it. They go to the semifinals. For HSG, if it's their goal, they stay alive here in the Surge Cup. Rafiki. Wavy now. Well, for the touch, but Anima Killer will keep him out. And Yogan will wait for a great read on that bounce. He can't get it past Quest, and speaking of him, he's actually waiting upfield. In front for Minty. Anima Killer. Double commit there from HSG, but they'll be saved by the fact that Deathcloud had to double commit themselves. Anima Killer. Oh, look at the mechanics. Flip reset. The dribble. The shot on the line. Saved by Yogan. And it's Deathcloud Quirksters who keep this game going. was a flip reset dribble. The mechanics of Anima Killer on full display, and even that won't break the Quirksters. Now Wavy, his chance on, saved by Quest, but he won't go far enough. It's Rafiki to put HSG in their graves and to send DeathCloud Esports Quirksters to the semifinals. Four games straight, DeathCloud Esports Quirksters cannot be stopped on a runaway tear, but man, these guys continue to win in incredible scorelines. At Game 4, the closest by far, it felt like HSG finally had figured things out, but it came too late, and a double commit on offense led to a poor clear on defense, led to the goal that ended it all. DeathCloud Quirksters offense, no one's been able to figure it out so far this season, and it feels like it may stay that way as we continue further in this playoff bracket. 4-0 sweep. DeathCloud Quirksters. Showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. A big win for them. Sure, they can only be happy with that result, but they know there's a lot more season to go. Oro sweep, my goodness, what a series that's gonna be. I see a lot of you in chat saying hi. Joining us here, hopefully we'll get some interviews here with the Quirksters players. Is joining us now is Yogan. Is it only you, Yogan?
I don't know, man. I think it's only me.
Oh, welcome in, Yogan. A 4-0 sweep, DeathCloud Esports Quirksters. Going to be that team to beat, and I remember, often hearing you guys, call that you were the best team in the league. Not 100x team not found who rated above you guys. Tell me kind of, do you guys, how much do you guys truly believe in that? And is that what's the reason why you're winning these series so dominantly? Is it more of a message to next team not found rather than actually progressing in the bracket?
If you'll ask any three of us, we'll say we're really bad. I don't know how we went 7-0, but I don't know. We just keep good mental. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what helps us get through the series.
Understand what you're talking about there, and again, a 4-0 sweep. If we take a look at that bracket, again, I know it hasn't been updated, but guys play against next to new Kooks in the round after this. So for you guys, you just continue to bracket, and really, you've been undefeated. And I mentioned to our team that found that they may have had that, hurt, that problem on their back, that weight on their back to know that they have to keep up this kind of performance. You guys are keeping up this kind of performance. I gotta ask, for you guys at least, what has it been like being such a solid team, being a team that wins so often? Do you have that pressure on you guys as well?
So I think we were a very last minute team. We signed up for this very last minute. I texted both Rafiki and Wavy literally 30 minutes before the signups closed. I was like, "Yo, let's run it," and they're like, "Okay." But both these guys are I don't know. They have amazing mental. They keep us together, bro. Because I can't lie, I get a little excited sometimes when we play. I start screaming. So I don't know. They just keep it all in check. I think it helps us. There's no pressure. You know what I mean, they really help with that. So
Again, and as I've also mentioned as well, the legacy of HSG and Scarf Gang, they just live on. They've been here since season 1. They're one of the sponsors. They've been one of the strongest orgs in this league. Have been really only participate in this league. These guys have been solid every single season. They have not been able to win though. For you guys, for DeathCloud, I believe this is DeathCloud's first season in the Rocket League Splash Series, and you guys are the only representative. Is this the sort of DeathCloud Esports' legacy?
I hope so, man. I love the guys over there. They're amazing. Shout out Space Chris, bro. That's my guy. Shout out all the other teams. Hope they can get in here. But go DeathCloud, bro. That's all I gotta say.
As you said again, DeathCloud as no the only representatives, but they have been so dominant. And I know you guys looking for next team not found in that grand finals, and there's a very good chance they'll be meeting you guys there. In the very likely situation you do play against 100x team not found, is that the match you want to play in the grand finals?
I'm scared of them, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to play them.
Okay.
If we do play them, man, I don't know. I've played some of the guys over there in ranked. They're really funny. Love those guys. So It'll be a fun matchup. Hopefully we don't get absolutely demolished. But
So what I'm hearing is the winner of Affinity Academy Sword for Splash Sports, which I believe is going to happen on Tommy Bucket stream later tonight. You're going to be the biggest fans for those guys in the semifinals.
I mean, we were talking about the bracket, and we honestly had Team Not Found rolling everybody. So we're gonna hope for it, but I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna probably 4-1, 4-2, make it to grand finals.
They've already won their match this week, so and it was a 4-2 over Affinity Sapphire. So again, I know you guys are watching that bracket, cautiously, hoping that Team Not Found aren't the team you have to play against, because you know how good these guys are, you know the team play they like to work with, and you know what these guys are capable of. But at least for now, you guys don't have to worry about that yet. Your next semifinals against Next to New Kooks will be, coming up. I believe you guys are playing on Saturday, so good luck in that matchup. Is there any last things, any shoutouts you have before we end this interview, before you guys can go off and kind of end off your night?
I just want to say to Surge General, bro. Uh, I hope that game proves that we're not Logan and friends, because I kind of got carried. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a fraud. My teammates are not frauds, though. I love those guys.
Yeah, you get your win, a 4-0 sweep over Eddie Scarf Gang Uprising here, ending the run of Eddie Scarf Gang in the Rocket League Splash Series. A win for you guys, and I'm sure you'll be, again, more than just ecstatic about that thing. Great performance for you guys. And again, it's a real confidence booster for a player bracket that really can get so difficult. For now, again, thank you so much for joining tonight, Yogan. Congrats on your win. Good luck in the semifinals when they do come.
Thank you, thank you.
Again, there was Yogan with, talking to us about that 4-0 sweep for Def Cloudy Sports Quirksters tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, what a match that's got to be. And thank you all so much for joining to the Sportia stream. I'll get the raid out and up for you all. You can go see some other amazing people. But for now, thank you all so much. We're going to get a raid going. Thank you all so much for joining the Sportia stream. Have an amazing rest of your night, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow when we actually see the Loyalty Series for the first time. And also, remind you, pay attention to my Twitter /X, /CRL for updates on the upcoming tournament. See you all soon. Have a great night.